two lines L1 and L2 are represented by vector A1 plus lambda vector B, while line 2 is represented by vector A2 plus mu vector C. The two lines passes through respectively points A and B. Line L1 passes through point A, while line L2 passes through point B. So vector AB represents a vector which is along the two lines, and it is also on the plane, along with the plane on which these two lines lies. It would be given by vector A2 minus A1. Suppose vector A2 is given by x2i plus y2j plus z2k, and obviously it must be the coordinates of point B, that is x2, y2, z2, and if the coordinates of point A are x1, y1 and z1, so hence the vector A1 should be given by x1i plus y1j plus z1k, and the vector AB then may be given by x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k. And suppose vector B is given by b1i plus b2j plus b3k, and vector C is given by c1i plus c2j plus c3k. So a vector which is normal to these two vectors, say vector n, is simply the cross product of vector B and vector C. And it is interesting to note that this normal vector is normal to the plane on which these two lines lie. So obviously the dot product between vector AB and vector n must be 0 because these two are at 90 degree. This dot product AB and n may be known by the dot product between x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k, and the normal vector n, which is simply the cross product of vector B and vector C. This needs to be 0. The dot product may be known by the expansion of the determinant, whose first row is x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1. The second row should be given by the vector B, which is b1, b2 and b3, while the third row should be governed by vector C, which makes it c1, c2 and c3. This determinant on expansion must give us 0. If this condition is met, then the two lines are coplanar, otherwise the two lines cannot be coplanar.